that. Good morning, y'all. It's your boy, comedian Remo Mills, back up in this thing. One more time for the one time. Yeah, yeah. Nah, but what's up, y'all? Um, Listen, man, it's one of those days where I'm just like, you know what? This piques my interest. And I just want to talk about it. I want to see if y'all want to talk about it. I don't know. But I'm talking about it. Daylight savings. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It may not seem like a lot for real. Like people like daylight savings time. The whole set your hour for it, push your hour. That the process just gets strenuous. Especially like let's say once you get your body in a certain groove, you start going to bed at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Because basically daylight savings is what it's from what March till about November. So that's a long time to get your body in the groove and used to getting up and going to bed at a certain time. And all of a sudden they like, all right, y'all, let's change it up. That hour hurt. Like I don't know about y'all. I feel it. I feel that hour every time it happens. It'd be like, why is the sun going down at 4 o'clock? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This for me, I personally feel the effects sometimes, especially when I get in the groove of living life at a certain time, doing everything at this time and that time, and then you kind of change it. And whether you realize it or not, I'm telling you, that hour is crazy. And like, say if you're on a flight, especially you're on a flight, and then you turn around and lose that hour, it's like, man, I need it. But definitely, man, I think that I think they should get rid of it. I'm cool with them getting rid of that, fall back, spring forward. I think that they started it at a time where they kind of needed it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the Germans started it first. The Germans started to mess with it first, and they was like, "Look, we're gonna do this." I think it was Germany and Austria, but they got into it because they're trying to conserve energy. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was more of people up doing stuff. So let's shut the whole world down at a certain time. And you could do that back in the day. I can imagine 1917 when they first started. No, actually like 1916 when they first started messing with this thing. You could say, "Hey man, all the lights off, y'all go to bed," because there ain't nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you can't really do that to conserve energy because you cut the lights off. But if you already going down the wormhole, that rabbit hole of videos, you'd have messed around and looked at a video on your Instagram. Next thing you know, 37 videos later, you got to go to work tomorrow. You got to go to work in 10 minutes. You try to see if this 5 minute nap going to suffice you for the whole day. But I truly believe that back then they could shut the world down. They could be like, "Nah, y'all, no, hey, we shutting the world down. We need to conserve fuel. So we don't need nobody driving at night." Well, when is night? It was an hour ago. What you gonna do now? You're late. You're late. So definitely, man. I think that it might be a good thing for them to go ahead and shut it down. Only problem I have with it though is that when that sun doesn't come up for a while, especially like if you a morning type person, you get up 4 or 5 in the morning and get your day started. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do it in the darkness. I worry about the kids catching the bus, man, and it's gonna be like cold. Like it was like maybe 2 weeks solid after Christmas. I say about December 26th. We could talk about the day after Christmas. But that joint is, the kids gonna be just out there. They're gonna be out there winging it. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting around in the darkness trying to catch the bus. Like I think that's one thing that I definitely would feel a certain type of way about is having my kids out there in the night, in the dark time, up trying to run. I don't know how many people like to get that morning run on or, actually work out in the morning, but you're going to be doing that in the dark. It's just a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in the dark, especially for that 2 weeks after December. But other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? And then I think when it's dark, it's going to be cold as hell, too. Like, I don't know. I might just have to get my kids rides for that little 2 weeks. Well, they might be out of school half the time. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I definitely think that getting rid of it wouldn't be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Take it out. Let me get my body adjusted. Let it stay like that. what was throwing it off too, like it was international. So they started it all on different days. It's just a mess. It's always been a mess. Daylight saving time has always been trash. They started it up and during the World War I, and then as soon as the World War I ended, they stopped doing it. Then they turned around World War II. They started it back up. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't know what's the issue or what they think they're really conserving at this point. You ain't doing nothing but making people late for work. That's how I feel about it. But I don't know, man. Is it important to other people? Who knows? I don't know how y'all feel about it. I feel like hey, you can do it, do it. Yeah, throw in the time zones. Time zones is trash. I just hate the fact that everything is layered like that. It's like why can't it be just one time everywhere? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the big difference? Why do they have to cut it up in zones and areas? And I think that's my next research is gonna lead me to is the significance of time zones. You know what I'm saying? Why is it a mountain time? Why is it Eastern time? Why is it? Because like when you travel, like if me going to Cali, I'm going back in time. I technically lose 3 hours if I'm flying and I get there, and it's you know what I'm saying. So I wonder why. Why I can't just be that I go to Cali. It's a 5 hour trip. I just 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? When I get there, it's gonna be 9 o'clock type. I don't know. I don't know the significance of it. I don't know the importance of it, but I do know daylight saving time is trash. It's always been in the way. It's something that they could do without. I think that it came around in a time where you had more of a hand on what the media does or what the people saw. But now that it's something else, hey man, it is what it is. Go and shut it down. Go shut it down. I think Arizona was like one of the only states that didn't do it. Uh, yeah, right. What was I last year? This year I actually brought in New Year's in Texas, and when the ball dropped, I by the time the ball dropped for me, and I think I was like 2 hours behind. I think Texas is an hour or 2 hours behind. But everybody and all my people in VA was like Happy New Year, Happy New Year, and I had to wait. It wasn't my turn yet. You know what I'm saying? So it is weird. It's definitely weird with the like New Year's and celebrations and phone calls. That's one of the toughest things. Like when you go in a different time zone and you got to wake yourself up. I remember when I was overseas, I was in Iraq, and one of the toughest things for me in Iraq was trying to line up my time zone so that I could catch everybody else at a decent time. So I think it was like a 6 hour difference. So, 12 a.m. would be 6 a.m. So I had to kind of like base my life off of that. So we doing missions and stuff happening, and you want to get off and talk to your people, but you call your people at 3 a.m. and hey, it might be like 8 o'clock. What's that like? It may be like 9 o'clock for you, but it's 3 o'clock for them. I don't think they're gonna answer the phone, or if they do answer the phone, they're gonna be the same up bubbly kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know if you ever call somebody, woke them up out their sleep, but they ain't in the mood for talking. You know what I'm saying? It ain't exactly like, oh, happy to see you. It's kind of like, man, what the hell you want, bro? You know what time it is? Like, it's kind of that conversation. So, at least my experience. So, I definitely, I think that they can get rid of it, all that, time zones, all that kind of stuff. But get rid of that, the daylight savings time. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Wrench around and wrench it off. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm get up out of here, man. I'm keeping short and sweet today. Short and sweet, good to eat, and I'm supposed to pull this up. The whole time I was sitting here talking about it. The whole time I was sitting here talking about it, and I forgot to pull it up. Finally got my laptop fixed, so you know what I'm saying. Smooth transitions. I hope that the signal was a lot better today. Hopefully it was, but anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Hey, if y'all looking for something to do tonight, come on out to Sunday Service Soul Food. Pull up. That's on the Burnham. Pull up. It's the White Oaks. Well, yeah, by the Ghost Gym, all that kind of stuff. If you in the Richmond area, just pull on up, man. Come on by, catch these jokes, man. We out here laughing. Support my nigga Lazarus Hamlin in the building, man. Gang, you feel me? But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping by.
I know you're gonna say good morning. Good morning.
He said so unprepared today. I am.